Galactic Standard Date. Year 11356. Day 88. Sol Standard Date. 3 of the 31st. 3267. The three attorney had finished the entire saga of movies, and they were ready to wind down. Catherine led them all to a room just outside the mess hall. She pressed the button, causing the door to fall away, and they stepped inside. When all the attorney finished stepping inside, the wall reformed, and then nanites started coming up from the ground. The nanites quickly covered and sealed Catherine and the attorney. They had all just survived the war on Telkan. They weren't scared of these tiny robots. The suits formed around the attorney, and then they felt the room suddenly lack an atmosphere. Then a bright light enveloped them. They shut their eyes to the duration of the light, only to feel the atmosphere come back just as the light died out. The attorney opened their eyes to see the exact same room they were just in. Their suits fell away to be absorbed by the floor. Then Catherine moved to the door and pressed the button, revealing that they had reached the bridge of the behemoth ship. Catherine had decided to bring the attorney with her to the bridge, so they could see the bridge crew in action for when they finally set back out to finish delivering all these BOB-CO toys. Catherine pointed the attorney to 3 freshly made seats for somebody of a more diminutive stature to sit. Once the attorney had sat down, Catherine ordered the bridge to get to work. Alan, get your ass and lock in our destination. Ashley, make sure our way is clear over in Proxima Centauri. Nadia, I want you to double check and make sure we don't have any extra cute guests left in the vicinity, she yelled out. The 3 attorney were just staring at Catherine. Valenthe spoke up. Who are you and what have you done with Catherine? No petting as soon as we got out of the movies, no petting or squeeze on the way here, and you took on a completely different air here than I thought you were capable of, she said. Catherine just looked down and smiled. I've got to be the captain of my ship sometimes, or I wouldn't get any respect around here, she said. The 3 attorney just looked at each other with questioning looks before shrugging their shoulders. Catherine looked back to her console to engage warp. The ship started firing off alarm after alarm. Terminatus appeared in the middle of the bridge and said in a loud, synthesized voice, World-class signature detected. Multiple capital-class signatures detected. Hundreds of battlecruiser-class ships detected. Thousands of destroyer-class ships detected, he said on repeat. The whole bridge crew had their assholes pucker. Only a few ships could be listed as world-class. Catherine knew what that meant and started sweating like never before. Shit. Alan, can you get us out of here? She said. Alan looked back and just shook his head with a terrified expression. The 3 attorney thought to themselves, this looks familiar. Then the entire galaxy lit up with lightning from every direction. All of the space around the ship started rippling, shaking the ship under the strain of the fabric of reality, smashing at its sides like an angry ocean. Then they saw the largest one. The world-class ship had a section of space the size of Mars twisting and rippling, the lightning shooting off the nebula forming there, reaching distances well over 3 AU. Then they heard their universe scream as reality was sundered apart to reveal an armada that made literally anything the galactic combat could throw out look like an insignificant insect compared to a god. All eyes on the bridge watched as the planet-sized ship was brought into existence before their very eyes. Valfan looked at the side of the ship and said the words that were written there with a zeal not unlike that of an inquisitor. Glory to the Emperor. The bridge stopped projecting Terminatus, and instead projected an image of the Emperor, who just looked at the bridge crew for a moment before his eyes lightened upon the attorney and Catherine. Catherine, you have quite a bit of explaining to do. Take your little friends and get to my ship. Now, he said sternly. Catherine was trying to look everywhere but where the Emperor was before giving up. With a defeated sigh, she kicked her feet out and stood up with her shoulders slumped. Yes, Uncle Basileus, she said, while kicking at the ground beneath her. The projection disappeared just in time for the whole crew to lock eyes with Catherine, and Alan couldn't hold it in anymore. Uncle Basileus? As in your uncle is the Emperor? He yelled hysterically. Ashley just mumbled under her breath. Oh, I am definitely asking for a raise.